Good evening and welcome to the Problem of Being Awake. My name's Ben and I wanted to talk about, I always have to do it. It's because, I don't know, my obsession will just keep buggering everything up. I don't know. But I have to do it, so I'm doing it. It's woke has now become a derogatory term. Like, oh, that company's gone woke or they've gone woke. And that's not what it means. Woke actually means being alert to social injustice. Principally, a very good idea, a very sensible strategy. In practice, disaster. Because immediately it was launched upon as an opportunity to change the world in a very big way. And it's slightly scary. I think for the purposes of this conversation, I'm just going to say that woke is a broad spectrum term. You can be a woke company, a woke individual, woke group, whatever. Here are the things about woke that just won't work in any practical way in society. It's all feelings based. So you can't make decisions based on feelings, nor can groups run countries. So someone has to rise to the top. Your hierarchy will create itself. But I believe that hierarchy is much, much more senior than we think. And I'll lay out my reasons why. I was never a conspiracy theorist until recently they started coming true. And then I started to think, oh, this is not my way I want to be. It's not the world I want to live in. So you've got transgenderism. Now, when I was a therapist practicing with only, I say, limited transgender clients, it wasn't my speciality, but it was a mental health disorder till 2019. Now all you have to do is say you're a girl and you can hit someone around the head with a placard if they disagree with you. And God forbid we should do anything to say anything to them that's then a hate crime, as Scotland have just put into law. And ironically, on the day it came into law, 1st of April, April Fool's Day, who got the most hate crimes over a 4-day period? The Scottish Prime Minister, Hamza Yusuf, as we call him, Hamza Yusuf. And so after that, J.K. Rowling. And he had to backtrack on his whole law, saying we're not actually going to keep this list of non-crime hate incidents, because he'd have to put himself as number one. So he's backtracking already back to like normality. But it goes to show there's something going on here. You've got diversity, equity, inclusion in companies. That's to make everyone conform to be exactly the same. Now, where have we seen everyone try and conform to be exactly the same? Nazism, socialism, communism. Doesn't work. Those systems don't work. Capitalism does. Totalitarianism does. But you don't get a say in that. So who could be behind it all? Well, if you think about it, who has the resources, the money, and the will to destabilise the US? Well, a couple of countries are popping your heads. There will be the right ones, probably Russia and China. Now, my bet's on China because, as I've said this for years, although they're fighting over microchips in Taiwan are very valuable for the military perspective, they're very high-end, they're very specific. Listening bugs are not detailed or specific or big at all. So as they make our phones, our TVs, our speakers, our webcams, everything we use during our digital day, I think we would be fools to think we haven't been bugged by the Chinese, because why would a leader who doesn't have to answer to anybody not take that brilliant opportunity? And then where do you go to destabilise the culture from there? It's young. So they approach the young. And that's what I think's happened. Harvard have a load of donations they can't allocate for from mysterious foreign donors. Then so do MIT. All the top universities have loads of these things, and it amounts up to billions. And the CRT and trans teaching that they're doing for 5-year-olds was mandatory in order to get the grant money. So who is there somebody who's so woke that they will pay billions and they're not China or Russia? That scares me even more, because then we've either got a current player in the game we didn't know enough about, or a new player in the game that we know nothing about. As I say, these things are going down in flames in their singularity, but maybe they've served their purpose. We have 2 wars we're on the edge of, a Cold War we're on the edge of, and we've got a culture war at home. We're not at our best and we're not our strongest. So I think if I were to have planned this out, I'd have planned it out the same way. So I think the woke, as the title says, the workers have a leader. And that leader will be not someone they know, but someone much, much higher up. It would be 5 or 6 chains removed from the actual youngsters. And then the youth run riot, they damage, they vandalise, they hurt. They treat the police like scum, yet at a protest, all 80 English Defence League guys who turned up were arrested, all 80 of them. But not one of the 2 million marches, 3 million, sorry. 300,000. Even though they did split off into different groups and do lots of different crimes, including assaulting a police officer. No one got arrested. Something's at play here. I know it is. I'm not keen, but I know it's happening. I know it's too much, too soon, too quick, and too coincidental to be separate. So I'll leave you on that note. Have a think through it. See what your thoughts are. Good night, and be good.